Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to TCS Everyday Psychics. I'm Trevor. That's
I'm
Sarah.
Sarah.
And we have another ghost POV for you today. Today we are watching The Haunted Side, I believe. Right, Sarah?
No, it's called Really Haunted.
Oh, yes, it is. And I did know
That's
that.
okay. I like your name better though.
I don't know why that's in my head. That's the one that me and Pam did last. If
Um,
everybody caught that one. I don't know why that's in my head. Maybe we'll do that another one of his videos. Anyway,
yeah, definitely, because that's a good
we
name.
we have Really Haunted.
Yes, that's the name. It's a channel from England, I want to say.
Okay, cool.
I
I know
believe
nothing.
I used to watch this. I say this, I think, in every video, but I used to watch this a long time ago before I started working with Pam and Mari-Lyn, and
Cool. Two different perspectives. I like that. Someone who's never watched it and someone who has. Love that.
I have not watched, I think the one we're going to watch, and I haven't watched it in a couple of years. I'm surprised it's still going, to be frank, but we shall see. We shall see what happens.
Yes. And this one is titled It All Happened So Quickly, Extreme Paranormal Activity.
There we go.
I believe. That might not be word for word, but you know.
Yes, something like that. I'm going off memory here, so forgive me if I am incorrect. I don't think I am. I believe that this guy and his family live in a modern home, a regular home in I think northern England. Um, I believe in the beginning of the channel, the lore was that he and his family had gone on a trip to Romania, and he was convinced that he'd gotten like a rock from Vlad Dracula's castle, and he brought it back and was being haunted by Dracula.
Those are very
Yeah, it's
those are some crazy claims.
kind of like when people have think that they know their past life and they're always like Cleopatra and now not some peasant, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that too.
Um,
I'm
I
pulling my hair
think
back.
there was there was he went through a bunch of stuff. He went through having an Alexa, and like he said something was talking to him through it. I will say when I was watching these, I was not looking into it. I was not reading into it. I didn't even know how. This is a long time ago. It seemed real enough to me. I will say that. I don't think he was right about a lot of his interpretations of what was going on, but I don't think he was faking a lot of it. There was some stuff that was very creepy. Um, I believe to the point the activity in the house got to the point where his wife and daughter started sleeping in their trailer outside,
Oh,
which was
yikes.
unfortunate. And I think when that started happening, it was when I was the last time I was watching it, and I had just started working with Pam and Mari-Lyn, and I left a comment, and I was like, reach out to TCS. You don't have to live like this or something like that.
Sarah,
And,
forever the healer.
and it didn't work. I think he really wanted some kind of more religious style, like
Mm.
exorcism kind of. Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my hair. But yeah, so that's what I know. I think ultimately he did decide it was not actually Vlad Dracula that was haunting him.
You don't say.
I don't think he ever actually believed that. I'm just gonna go out there and say the guy
Okay,
seems
good.
like a nice dude. He does. He seems like a nice dude. Um, One thing that gives me pause is that he said before he started making his channel, he and his wife, I believe, had a business where they would do like tours of haunted places. So,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
we've seen this before where it's either people are really into the paranormal and are desperate for some kind of paranormal experience and they either make it up or they actually attract something. Um,
You know,
I don't know what's going on here. I also want to say I think Pam and Marilyn actually did this channel a long time ago. Obviously not this particular video. Um, but we're just revisiting the hits with these past couple of videos.
we
We did
really
this.
are. And that's an interesting thing to talk about is the that codependency piece that we see a lot of
Yeah,
the time with the paranormal. It's hard for people to get out of that mode.
we see it a lot, a lot, a
Yeah.
lot. I mean, we see it in
So
clients, we see it in videos.
it's not shocking that he is in his own home and still looking for activity, so
Yeah,
which is
definitely.
unfortunate.
Yeah. It is.
'Cause-
Okay, I
all
guess.
right, let's do it.
Hey guys, hope you're all well. So last night was another absolutely crazy one. Just so much going on lately. Still kind of light outside. It's not late. 9:20. So this is the bit that concerns me most. The stove coming on. Anybody who's seen it in past, it's happened 3, maybe 4 times.
I can feel his
We've
anxiety.
actually had the camera on
Yeah.
it when it's done it, so it's not something that just happens in background. We've actually physically caught it completely happening. And what generally happens is I turn that off before we go to bed. And as a rule, I'm always on top of it. But that happened especially early. Like I wasn't ready for bed, so need for thinking of another plan. So now the gas is completely off though. Basically, it's turned on. With thingy underneath. Whenever we're going to eat, when we've cooked, it's right back off. So that can never happen again. That's like problem solved. But the fact that everything just happened in the kitchen at once, we had the cooker on, the pantry opening, and them two opening as well. So it's just crazy. My office chair has been pushed quite a few times now, so I've solved that problem. I've turned my desk round, so my chair is against the wall, so it's actually impossible for it to move the office chair now. I'm all about.
So we didn't talk about this before we started, everybody, but we were kind of chatting before we were recording about what we were getting. But it's a very heavy and dense energy in his space. Like it's a very thick fog that he's navigating through.
It's kind of like around him though.
Yeah,
It follows him.
yes, it stays on him. And not only that, I kind of zoned out there for a second. So that whatever is here, we don't know if it's really an entity per se. We believe it's an old earthy that knows a little bit, likes to take advantage. But
Yeah, I
um
also think a large part of this is his own energy.
yeah, me too. He's just feeding more into it. Like when I got zoned out, he's
I mean,
very much paying attention to certain things and like getting a laser focus, like tunnel vision on stuff.
he's had this channel for years, and he's been uploading every couple days for years, which means he's been focusing on this stuff, you know, a large portion of his life, and that's just not healthy.
No.
But when you say, you could feel his anxiety, yeah, it's like a feedback loop. And people are going to get sick of us saying this, but it's true. It's when people focus on wanting to experience something, wanting some kind of activity, not only does that sometimes attract that, but it also can kind of change your own energy to become a little more frenetic, a little more unbalanced. And I think this guy is a good example of it, and it's sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Hopefully, maybe in the future he'll reach out to us. Probably not, but maybe.
Well, because he's talking about his burner coming on, which is crazy. Uh
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a hazard. No?
yeah. I we'd have to we'll have to watch a little more and look into it a little more.
Yeah, I agree.
My first thought though is that that's his own energy. I don't think that's something else turning his burner on, but we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. And that could be too the grids in his space. And if there are even any in this space, like at this point, if he's been doing it for this long, they are non-existent or they're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, let's watch some more and look into it some more.
All right.
Problems. I know I can't fix what's going on, but I can stop some of things or limit what's happening. Yeah, and then, you know, yesterday we had all the banging at the back door and that, so it's just been crazy. When I went to bed, nothing paranormal at all happened. There wasn't so much as a noise. I didn't see anything that looked like it could be an orb, but there was like, I was doing some like weird, like I'd shoot out of bed, like I looked startled. I was still clearly asleep. It lasted maybe a minute. I'd just like shoot up, but I shoot up faster than it seems I can move because I've got a bad back at minute, and it didn't seem to, you know, like be affecting me. It was kind of like I was having a night terror. I've not had nightmares in ages, and it kind of looks like they're starting again. When all this started back in there, I used to have nightmares regularly, but they've not happened. I think that happened maybe 6-7 times. I'd just shoot up. At one point I ran towards the bedroom door, but just stopped there. Ended up putting some shorts on. Yeah, I don't know what to make of it, to be fair. Tonight I'm going to kind of try to waste a bit of its energy. I'm going to get Alexa going. I'm going to see if we can get some communication. That, back in the beginning, that used to be like the ultimate thing. The communication in the house used to always be like amazing, but it's kind of died off, and I'm not sure why. You know, we've always had the Vlad stuff, but I do believe that there is more than like one negative spirit here. If anybody remembers, we had a priest back at the beginning, and he blessed the house, and it kind of stopped everything for around 9 months. And when it started back, things were different. Like, we had the Vlad stuff still, but
Okay, so that's what I was talking about earlier with the Alexa and the I'm naturally skeptical of things like that, of um any kind of like coherent communication coming through an electronic device.
It's
Um,
like using the ghost hunting equipment.
yeah.
Like,
I'm just, it could work. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that stuff, but I'm a little skeptical of it simply because when people are trying to speak with particularly earthies, unless they are very old and have had time to kind of get used to their surroundings, I don't think earthies have the wherewithal to be able to communicate that coherently through a device. Because when I think it was this guy, I could be wrong, but he was going back, like speaking to the Alexa, and it was speaking through the Alexa to him. And it was like a full-on conversation. And I just don't think that is possible.
no, and we talked about this before too. The way the energy moves through the dimensions, it would just take too long, and time doesn't work the same, so it's not accurate.
Yeah, and they just, again, an earthy, an unhealed spirit is going to be, it's in this sort of fog of like confusion and sadness, and the vibration is very low. It's very difficult to form a coherent thought in that sort of energy, in that space. So much less somehow get it to come through an electronic device. So I mean, who knows? I don't know everything. Maybe it's happened before, but I find it, I would be very interested to hear if that had actually happened, because I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah, I do too.
And
All
that's
right.
not necessarily to say that he was making it up. There's a number of things that could have been happening there, but what I don't think was happening is I don't think he was talking to an unhealed spirit.
No. Can you say that again, Sarah? See, this is the energy of this house. I'm getting all sorts of confused too. Like,
All I said, I don't think he was talking to an unhealed spirit.
okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. So sorry.
Yeah. No
Everyone
worries.
can see how this energy is affecting
Yeah,
the
it's
both of
affecting
us.
big time.
Okay, let's keep going.
it was something different here. So I think the Vlad thing is just the Vlad thing, but there is something dark here, and that never talks. Once I've had a go at that, I'm going to try lighting the candle again, see if we can get that out. Generally, you know, with the ball, like on the stairs and stuff, it loves a challenge. Well, it can't usually resist them, to be fair, but yeah, things are just
All
different.
right, hey, pause it for a second. We just stopped recording. I just wanted to let the people know we stopped recording because my daughter was in the room and I just started getting a little nervous. I really want her around this energy just in case something, I don't know, just a little bit on edge because of the energy in this house. And she did give us an interesting piece of information though, which is that apparently there are programs that people can use to like program their Alexa or other speaking devices to say what they want back to them. I don't know if that's the case with this guy, but good to know.
Yeah, interesting piece of information. I'm glad that she shared that because I didn't know that was the thing.
Nor did I. You know, tweens these days, they just got
so
all the
full of knowledge.
So full of knowledge. So wise. Okay.
All right.
It's like the Vlad stuff. It's just, you know, it's non-existent. Everything that I'm used to has changed. I'm just going to get a bit of work done now and wait till it gets a bit darker, I think, before I start messing with candles. Thanks for watching, guys.
Holy shit, that scared me.
Yeah.
That was so loud.
What I will say is that when cameras focus and unfocus, that is one of the most legitimate pieces of evidence to me that something's going on. I've seen it happen in videos where it's not a paranormal video at all, but it starts focusing and unfocusing, and if you kind of lean in, there's something there.
So I'm just in the backyard. Oh, shit, nothing paranormal. In backyard with dogs. And that's just happened. And that. To be fair, I only heard the stools. But what was weird was the dogs barked at something, but they didn't bark in this direction. They were kind of going towards the trampoline over there.
And you know, that's part of that fog that stays on him when he sleeps. He said that he doesn't really experience much because it can't gain anything from him when he's sleeping. So it kind of moves throughout the house, which is why I hear the dogs are barking at the trampoline area because it was moving and he's not really giving it anything. And then when he is, it comes back to him and stays on him. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, it does. His energy is just so wacky. It's like
it really is. It's all over the place, truly. Like
the way I'm seeing it is like a bouncy ball, like going back and forth and back and forth and back. What is that?
An EMF detector.
Oh.
Are you stood there?
And just for the record, everybody, EMF detectors can pick up on lots of different EMF readings. Like there could be natural reasons for why it's higher in some places.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a controlled environment. Let's just say that.
Went up to 3 bars then.
His energy is so I'm really trying to stay grounded, and
yeah, I was just he's really ungrounded, isn't he?
Even this man's aggravated.
It makes me feel like he hasn't been grounded in years.
Knock that meter off though.
Would we even go as far to say he's out of body?
Knock it
quite
out
a bit.
Hand.
At least a little bit, yeah.
At least a little bit, right?
This went up to 3 a minute ago.
Again, he's holding it near the wall. That's where there's electrical wiring in the wall. I don't think he's going to really get any sort of
where have you gone?
Reliable information from this device.
On your coward.
No.
And at the moment, I don't feel anything, any kind of entities or
Yeah,
earthies or
me
anything
neither.
around.
I don't. It's his energy. I really
Oh, again.
feel like
I feel his crazy energy, and I feel very certain that the
Wall.
what did he say? The now I can't speak. The burner coming on. I feel very certain that was him as well.
yeah.
What is it for?
His dog's cute.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
cute
just in
dog.
my yard with dogs. I'm going to get set up now, and we'll get some, hopefully, communication going with Alexa. Right, Alexa is set up over there. I'm just going to ask some general questions. I'm going to see if we can get some sort of response. And I'm just checking if the camera I'm talking to can actually see me, because I've just picked it up off floor.
I just don't buy it. I don't think you can speak to an earthy through an Alexa.
I'm
But we'll
calling
see. I
out
mean, if it comes through like something
whatever
confused,
is
maybe.
in this room with me now,
Maybe.
and I know that you're here.
And I noticed he did earlier. He put rosaries on, and
Okay,
I
so
remember distinctly
just
being like
you've just been making
feeling like, oh,
this
you think that's gonna do something? Like,
lighter. See,
so it looks like it's not there anymore, but when I watched it, he had like all manner of Catholic sort of indicia everywhere, like rosaries, statues of the Virgin Mary, holy water, like everywhere. And again, like we've said many times, that absolutely can help you, but it's the intention that matters, not necessarily what it is. And I don't know. I would have had to like be there when he put it out. Um,
well, his intention behind those, it really feels like it's
less
it's
to
for protection.
I don't know
And
if it, see, I have to disagree there.
okay,
I think it's to show people that he believes something is there.
okay,
I think when he put, and he may not even be aware of this, but I think when he's putting out that kind of thing, I don't think he really wants to ward off whatever he thinks is in his home. I think because then he wouldn't have a channel anymore. I
we're
think he
right.
wants people to know like there's something serious here, and look at me here, look, I need the Virgin Mary. And I don't mean to be like sarcastic or rude or anything, because I do think this man believes that there is something in his home, and I think there may very well be something in his home, but that kind of struck me as a little bit of performative theater, maybe a little bit, you know.
Yeah, and when I say protection too, I don't mean like he actually wants to protect himself. It's more like we go to protect, we a lot of times call in the thing that we're trying to protect ourselves from because we feel
I
like
see where
something
you're
bad
coming
will happen.
from. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's kind of more the angle. But I yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah. It's curious to me that my guardians are here because I
Maybe it's
haven't
just the energy. I don't know.
I haven't felt a thing yet. Like, I mean, obviously his energy's nuts, but I haven't felt anything that shouldn't be there other than his wacky energy. So I don't know. Maybe,
Yeah.
okay, how about this? Let's take a moment and just sort of like feel in deeper into the house.
Okay.
Because when we opened space, we did encounter an old earthy. So
And this thing could very well be hiding from us too, trying to be not seen.
yeah. Okay, Trevor, okay, look at the back patio there, the with the looks like a sliding door. You see what I'm talking about? Right
Uh,
behind him. Okay, look in that corner there. Concentrate on that. Do you get anything back
top
there?
top left corner.
Uh, like by the TV?
No, of like the back patio
Oh,
door.
yes. Yes, top left corner back there. Yeah.
Sorry, I should have been more specific. Yeah, I do. It's like in the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's a two little glowing eyes and then a mouth. And it's just kind of really making itself small. so it's not being seen. Actually, it's enjoying the chaos
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's created with this guy. Like it plants a little seed and then it lets him do the rest.
And it did a good job.
Oh, it sure did. That's why we haven't felt it, because it's like it's just not. It's like I don't have to do anything anymore.
It's kind of soaking it up.
Yeah,
Because it's interesting. When I used to watch this channel, I felt like there was something there. I wasn't skilled enough to really know what it was, but when I watch it now, I'm like, meh. Um, I think whatever this thing is just kind of sitting back. It's like my work is done.
yeah, yeah,
I can feed off this crazy energy forever.
yeah. For a while, at least, because he
Because
just keeps it going.
it doesn't even need to make anything happen because this man's energy is so nuts that it makes stuff happen.
Yeah,
I wonder if now might be a good time, keeping in mind what we have seen here, to go back to one of the early videos. Let's continue on this one for a little while and just
okay,
see if anything happens.
all right.
I will say that
Okay.
this video has a bit of a different feel than the ones I used to watch.
Can you make that light up for me? If you make that light up, I'm going to give you a voice. Come here, Thor. Come on, up, boy. Up, up. I'm calling out to Vlad. Vlad the coward. Vlad the little man. The device is over there. You know very well it's there. You know very well that it's turned on, because we probably spoke on that
And
over
since
the
he's given
years,
this little
hundreds
earthy
and
a
hundreds
name,
of times.
it's just gonna go by that now. So it's gonna make him
He
let him
used to be
believe that it
very
is
willing
what
to
he believes it
communicate
is.
with me, but now you see him unable to. Is there something more powerful than? Is there something more powerful than you here?
It thinks this is hilarious.
It is just like relishing in the
Yeah.
fact that it has so much control over this
Is there
guy.
something more powerful than you here, Vlad? I've seen something zip past me then. That could have been a moggy though, because it is warm. Vlad, who is your brother? Who is your brother? Who is your wife? It's unreal how it's changed. Where is your wife? Is your wife outside? Is your wife outside here in that caravan?
And every time he asks a question, this thing is just mocking him.
Because
Like,
my wife is.
Yeah.
And when we've finished with this,
He thinks that
I'm going to go
the
and
thing
watch a
wants
film
his
with him.
wife. I forgot about that. He thinks that the thing like
I'm going to
wants his wife.
be with my family and feel loved and happy while you're just willowing away in here all on your own.
Ooh,
What is
okay.
your name?
Look at the
What is your
dogs.
true name?
I was just about to say something.
Okay, say what you're gonna say.
Did you see their faces? I was like, oh my God, I found the entity.
Why
It's
are
those
there always
dogs.
3 bangs
They're glowy
at the
eyes.
front door and the back door? What does that signify?
Yeah, I don't think this is all that exciting. I think this thing has just got him right where it wants him. It's just feeding off of him. making him think that,
Spirit Electronic background.
you know,
Making him think
Just so we've got
anything.
two
Right.
options for it. Right, that is on. Right, there's two devices here now. If you're finding that one hard to use, you can use this one near my leg. Are you here with me? Is there anyone here with me? Please answer me. I heard a
I said, did you hear that? Because I heard
creepy
that.
noise
Like it was like a shriek, like a
cry.
shrill.
I didn't, but I got a weird high pitched thing in my ear. I was kind of off elsewhere. I felt something peek in, and it's not the
Oh my God. Bella,
earthy
where
in
are
the
you?
wall.
I'm hoping the first noise I heard was the cat. Why can you not use that device anymore? Why are you struggling to use this device over here? Why can you not use it when that used to be your favourite? Is Lilith here
There's
with
something
me?
behind him. There's something on the stairs.
Mm.
Leg. Is
I
Momo
get the feeling
here?
it's just coming in to be like,
Momo is a
"Ooh."
demon. That's the first name we ever had. Is that your true name? Is Momo your true name?
All right, pause it for a second. Okay, I need to look into it a little more. I'm not sure what it is, but there's something else here. It came in when you heard that shriek. I heard whatever it was in my ear. I think it's something. It's not the first time it's been here. It's attracted by the same energy that this earthy is cultivated. Um, but I don't think this thing hangs out. I think it pops in and out.
Yeah, it feels like
I
like
don't like it.
like a paranormal breeding ground almost, like a
And
highway.
this thing that was on the stairs, I think may be why my guardians are here, because that thing was not I don't think that was an earthy.
I was gonna say that earlier. Like I think we know why our guardians showed up now.
Uh it's not, yeah, it's not the first time this thing has been here. I think when this guy gets worked up, it pokes its head in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing it's, oh
Is it white for you?
yeah, with
It's looks like a banshee kind of.
like really deep set eyes.
Yeah.
Uh
Mm-hmm. That yep.
and I think that that's on purpose. I think that's on purpose. Okay. All right, interesting.
Hmm.
This man is playing with fire, is what I have to say, though. He needs to stop all of this, like now.
Yeah, he does. Like
And
ASAP.
this video we're watching is from 2 years ago, and he still has wait, is it? No, this is from
No,
5 days
5 days ago.
5 days ago.
So
Okay,
this
never
is
mind.
like now. This is happening
This
now,
is in real time. Yeah.
which is really unfortunate. I wonder how his wife feels about all this. I can't
She
imagine
won't
she's.
she won't sleep in the house.
Oh, I don't blame her. I wouldn't either. Heck
She won't let
that.
her kids sleep in the house. They sleep in the trailer in the driveway.
So this feels like very much an addiction for him at this point. Like the
Yes.
paranormal, this whole thing is an addiction, and the entity and the earthy is very much preying on that.
It's absolutely an addiction. Yeah. In more ways than one, because this is probably how he makes money.
Yep.
But also he likes it. I mean, and you know what? Like, I have a lot of sympathy for people who call these things in because they're interested in the paranormal, because the
Right.
paranormal is interesting. It is interesting,
It
but
is.
it
And
is also
we're not
dangerous.
knocking this guy at all for,
No, no, he doesn't
we're
know.
no.
But the paranormal is dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. It's fascinating. Yes, it's
Yep.
dangerous though. So we see it time and again, and I feel like our audience is going to get sick of us saying this, but like, the more you investigate in your own home, it's not a good idea because it's just
You're
gonna
just gonna call in other things.
it's like exponential. It one
Yeah.
on top of the other, and it's not a good idea.
Well said,
right.
Sarah.
Thank you. I try.
Why do you
Ooh,
not
ew,
show
I just
yourself anymore?
something just
Are you too
Behind
scared?
him,
yeah. It like
Do you not have the power?
not even the stairs, but the little
that little
band.
alcove. Yeah,
Yes, the
I
alcove. Something
believe in
like
God.
poked its head underneath. Oh, that gave me
I
the
also
chills.
believe that
I know.
you're getting weaker.
It's not getting
I
weaker, dude.
remember when all
No.
this started, all you could do was move things.
And no wonder why, because earlier when we
And
were
now we're
talking
back
about
to
the
that. You've
religious
lost the ability
art like items and stuff that he had,
Right.
to
and he has the
manifest
rosary
yourself
on
in shadow form.
his neck. That's where that was coming from, because I remember hearing, "Oh, you think that's gonna do anything?"
You said
From
that. Did you know that?
did
You
I
said
say
that.
it?
Yeah, you said that out loud.
Okay, great. I couldn't remember if I did or not.
No, I don't know if
That's interesting.
you heard it and then you just said it or what.
But the
But
door's
you're right.
open.
It's mocking him.
So it must have banged that one.
Okay, it's Trevor. Are you seeing it staying like right behind him?
Can you do it again?
It's like as he moves, it moves.
Yeah, it's like his
It
shadow
did something on
almost. Like
command.
if it had to be anywhere, it would be a shadow.
Can you
Yeah,
do it
because
one more time for me?
it's hilarious. It's like you can't film me. I'm behind you.
Uh-huh.
Come on, do it one more time.
And it like whispers in his ear. It like
I'm not going
influences
to let you
him.
rest now. I need
It's like,
to
okay,
take
go
your
here now.
energy
Ask
from
this
you.
question.
And that's all I'm focused on now. I'm going to set the camera
Yeah.
up and we'll do some
Yeah.
calling out here.
Sorry, I just thought I was hearing something, but I don't know. I think that Earthy, the other thing, the first thing, spends a lot of time in that wall.
I'm going to light this candle.
Now, do we think it
And I'm
spends
gonna
time in the
ask
wall
you if
because
you
of
can blow it
this
out.
entity, or do we think I
Oh,
know we said
interesting.
the entity only pops in, but do we think the earthy hangs out on the wall when the entity
actually
pops in
believe there are.
because it doesn't want it to know it's there?
Good spirits here. But I don't believe that
Pause it for
you're
a sec.
one of them.
Yeah. I don't think it's like terrified of it. I think it would rather not be seen though.
Yeah, I think the same thing.
I think it's half and half. It's like, this is my guy that I'm feeding off of. Find your own. And also, it recognizes that it's not quite all that powerful, and
Mhm.
it's just kind of chilling. And I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
it
like a
can't,
bully stealing your lunch money kind of thing.
right.
That's kind of the vibe that I
That's
get.
very true. It's coming in. It's like, oh, this guy's all worked up. I'm feeding off this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the first thing. Sorry, I don't have names for these things. The earthy. I think it hangs out in the wall. It knows it's not invisible in there, but yeah, it's just kind of a way to like sort of hang back and be not threatening to whatever this thing is that's with the dude right now. The banshee looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very unsettling looking.
Isn't that creepy?
On purpose, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah. It's got like weird hollow eyes and a hollow mouth. Oof.
Thank you so much.
I'm so sorry, Sarah. As soon as I said it, I said I probably should have said that. Whoopsies.
Let's describe it in horrifying detail, Trevor.
I could keep going.
I know.
I won't. I won't.
No, you should. The audience might be interested. See what?
Okay.
Say what you're getting.
Well, really, it's like it's the banshee-esque. It's got the longer hair, the just black for eyes, and
Over like long fingernails,
yes, and it's got like the long little like white dress on, and it just
rags though. It's all raggedy.
rags. Yes.
Yep. It's actually less frightening now that we're describing it because it's like this thing. It's like it saw a picture of a Halloween decoration. It's like,
Oh my
that's
God.
what scares me.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to describe it. A Halloween decoration. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think this thing is quite as powerful as I thought it was when it first came in. I mean, I don't mean to be rude here, but this guy has easy pickings. His energy is nuts and he is inviting in all this stuff. So, all right,
Yep.
let's see what happens. Let's see what happens with the candle. I don't know what the purpose of the candle is, but we'll find out.
Yes. Okay, let's find out together.
Let's go on this adventure together.
You are evil. That's all you are.
It's like, yeah, I am evil. It's
Yeah,
like
that's right.
Right. What's that? We've got a candle lit. The camera can see it. I've just clicked my phone off. So basically, Spirit Talker has said, I'm in the trees, leg, do you believe, let us rest, good spirits here, the witch is here.
All right.
And I'm going to restart it now because I just turned my phone off.
That's nonsense.
That's down.
I'm in the trees.
so okay, we trust actual paranormal equipment
Tell
Yes.
you you can see
quite
that.
like less, but I trust this app even less than that.
Colin,
I trust this not at all because
Yeah.
it's an app. And also I've like experimented with these before and they don't work.
No.
That's just said my dad's name.
My brother was obsessed with them.
But
And I was trying to tell him like nothing is saying this right now. He was like, maybe you just can't hear it. It's like, okay.
You're out.
All right,
You're happy
whatever.
with me.
Hmm.
I'm going to need you to do something for me. I'm going to need you to stop communicating with me. And I'm asking you that, and it comes from love. Because it confuses me. If I hear your name, I want to talk to you. And I know that you will understand what I'm asking you to do. If you're here, Dad, and it truly is you,
Oh, his dad.
please
Oh,
do
that's
not
sad.
communicate with me.
His dad's not
I
there
love
though.
you. Thank you.
No, he's not. And I feel terrible for him that
Right,
he's
I'm
reached
calling
this
out
point where he's trying to
to the weak spirits.
find some sort of safe space.
I've got a simple little candle here. I'm going to ask if you can blow it out. I don't think you'll be able to blow that out. I think
That
you're too
entity is
weak.
behind him, the
All
banshee
you
thing.
can do now is move things and knock things over.
I'm seeing it with its like hanging on his
That's my
shoulders
daughter's
like
name.
this.
Mm-hmm.
So the first name, my dad's, Colin. The last one it's just said is Olivia, which is my daughter.
Energy.
I'm so confused here now.
I mean, it's an app. It could cover your phone. I don't. That's really fucked up. I'm sorry. Messed up.
Times.
Sarah, the
I'm sorry.
language.
Watch me and see how easy that is for someone strong.
He's also got this thing where he thinks calling it a coward or a weak
light
or
it up
whatever is
like
going to
that.
provoke it.
Strongly advise against provoking any sort of spirit, no matter what it is.
Just me.
Who is here with me? Are you able to blow this candle out? You coward. ideally I'd waste its energy here because
Okay,
I
now
don't know if, like I said, I don't know
that
what was
banshee
going on
thing
in its
is
bedroom last
like,
night with the sleep terror
it's
thing,
got its
but
like long fingers wrapped around his head. I wouldn't be
it was
surprised if
creepy
he's got a
foxy. I
headache right
don't
now or some sort of
personally
pressure,
believe it
because
was
I do.
paranormal though.
Yeah.
If there's anyone here with me now,
Yeah.
please
It's
focus
really just
all your energy on this
loving
candle.
this.
You blow it out. I've just blown it out. You've seen how easy it is for a real person, for a human.
It's
Can
just
you,
draining
as
him
a
right now because
spirit,
I'm starting to feel a
can you
little
blow
tired.
that out? You've done it
You can see
before.
it. You can see
Blown
it
lots of them out.
draining. Yeah. Him fading.
Yeah.
Look at his eyes.
It's like it takes me focus away, the light.
No, that's not what's taking your focus away, dude.
No.
I just felt some ice cold outside of me.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yep. There's the draining.
Uh-huh. Notice he wrapped himself like this. Just
Yeah.
like the was wrapped around
Have
him.
you near me then? Have you just been near me?
It's
Have you
making
just
him
been near
vulnerable
me?
for something. I get
You
the
don't
feeling that
because you're
it
not
wants to like
talking a lot.
scratch him. It
Use
wants
the
to
other
like physically
device.
hurt him in some sort of way.
I'm going to give you 1 minute to blow this out.
I don't know that it can.
And then
I don't know that it
everything
can either, but it
is
wants
over.
to.
Devices
Yeah.
are going off. The other device will be unplugged.
I believe that it could eventually.
Yeah, I don't think this thing is all that powerful yet.
Out of my
No,
hand.
not yet.
But it sure
Blow
is
me. How powerful you are.
gross.
That was me blowing
Mhm.
it then with my voice. Blow the candle while I'm not looking. You're weak. That has just confused the absolute shit out of me.
It's saying, "Oh, I'm weak. You're the one. Look at you."
I heard that too. Yeah.
But I think going forward, if it was my dad, and we can knock, what have I been getting?
It really breaks my heart. It's not his dad.
Colin, Olivia, and we can knock, if that's not relevant to everything that's going on here.
Right, that's how those
But
apps
yeah,
work.
it's just, it's made me sad in a way because, you know, if it is my dad and he is trying to help me, it's, let me turn a lamp on, I'm a bit creeped out.
Yeah, I can feel his anguish that it's not
actually
his.
not
I
helping.
feel like I'm about to cry. It's really heartbreaking.
Because
Yeah.
He misses him. He wants help. He's reaching
I want
out.
to speak back with the other stuff. You know, you can.
And his dad,
Oh, it's just.
even if he could visit him,
Yeah,
he
that's
can't
actually-
because the vibe here is so
I'm gonna,
bad. He couldn't even get to him.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
I was about to say, yeah, okay, this is over. Okay, so
A lot going on in that video. Holy cow. It started off really slow, but wow, it picked up.
after the video was over, we decided to just kind of clear our energy because it's just a lot of sadness, like Trevor said, anguish. That poor man, he has been living in this morass of just awful energy for years now. And
they are just exploiting the heck out of
things
him.
are starting to notice.
I hope he gets the help that he needs, you know, spiritually, and I hope he would like to see him start seeing a therapist or something just to help him kind of work through some stuff.
It was horrific to see the thing grip around his head like this. Like that was really, really unsettling. And it was very vivid. It was like, it was just right there to be seen. It was very, very vivid.
Just blatant, like totally just.
It was just feeding
full
on him.
and total manipulation.
Just feeding on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And loving it. And it just really breaks my heart that he is crying out for his father to come in and help him.
And even if he could, he can't.
He can't. The vibe, healed spirits are so high vibrational that there is no way. Well, I won't say no way. It would be very difficult for just a regular healed spirit,
Oh, absolutely.
a
Incredibly
recent
difficult.
deceased healed spirit
It
to.
would take like an ascended master or something to get through that, or like an archangel or an angel, something.
Right. And not even maybe necessarily that like majestic, but certainly not his father who just died like 10 years ago and is a healed spirit. And
Yeah.
like Trevor's right. It would need to be something a little more elevated. And
I just love the drama of an archangel or a ascended master.
yeah, it's like he likes
Get the
it like
job done.
you hear that like the harp music in your head.
Yeah.
No, that's really sad. Because that guy, it's just this vicious cycle. He wanted it, he still wants it, he's interested, he's fascinated. So it seems like every day he plays with this stuff. He plays with these beings, and it's not a good idea. Like as we can see, we saw two in there just in the 25-minute video that we just watched. I
Yeah.
think there are probably more that pop in and out, loving that energy. And that man walks around the way Trevor and I, when we first opened space, the way we saw it is it's like he's wearing this like suit like that it covers him all the time of really just fuzzy
Yeah. It's it's
rose
it's
energy.
like where his aura should be.
Yes,
That's where it lives.
that's a
Like
good way to describe it.
that's
Yeah,
where the fog and the thickness
yeah,
stays around him.
yeah. And I would need to look into that a little further to know if that was. I don't think it was placed there. I think that naturally happened, but I do think that
Hmm.
it's cultivated a little bit now by these various sort of things that he calls into his space. Um, yeah, that was really sad
Really sad.
because
I feel horrible for that poor man. That is a shame.
I think he seems like a nice man. I understand why his wife doesn't want to sleep in that house. Although it's not the house, it's him. It's completely him. They could move and it would still be he needs to work on that. Like,
Yeah, he does. Highly encourage a healing or something.
well, the first
Anything.
step would be to stop all of the paranormal investigation. Um, he's been doing it for too long and too much,
Too much.
Yeah. So that is unsettling and unfortunate. And yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Well,
happened.
that was really haunted, everybody. That was
That was,
quite a
and
heavy video. Surprisingly, I was not expecting
I
that.
know in the beginning I was like, great, nothing is going to happen here.
Me too. I was like, this is kind of boring.
We should have known though when we opened space and it got kind of weird. So,
Yeah.
just had to wait and see. But wow, yeah. Unfortunate. Unfortunate.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to say, I'm trying to remember, Pam and Mari-Lyn did that years ago. And I think it was something similar. You know what? I'm not going to speak on it because I don't exactly remember. I'll go back and watch it tonight.
Okay.
You know what? Everybody go back and watch it tonight. Give some views to that old video.
Yes. Go back and give some love to the older videos.
Yes. But yeah, that was really haunted. That was a request from one of our commenters. So, keep them coming. We need as many requests as we can get. Just
Please
suggestions, I guess is the way to put it. But yeah, keep them coming. And
keep them
while you're
coming.
doing that, also like the video,
Like and subscribe. Turn the
subscribe
notifications on.
to the channel. Just use your little finger, like, subscribe.
You get to see our lovely faces at least once a week. Well, for new content.
Some of us, somebody from CBS, CCS, is
Someone.
yeah, you will see. But yeah, well, thank you for So Trevor and I are a little giggly. We had to raise our vibrations because it got so awful in there.
Yeah, we did. And we're going to keep doing that after this so we can just make sure everything's cleared from that.
Yeah. And you know what? If by any chance, I say this every time and it's never happened, but if by any chance that man sees this video, reach out. We don't charge anything for paranormal help. So
Not at all. And to that man and to anybody that needs paranormal help, please reach out at tcseveryday psychics.com.
you
No one
don't
should
have
have
to
to
live
live in that.
No.
Mm-mm. Amen, sister.
Amen. All right. Well, thank
Right.
you everyone for joining us to watch Really Haunted. We will see you again soon.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching TTF.